Yo, let's chat for a bit. How is everybody doing this evening? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Hope everybody had a great day. Most importantly, hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Not going to hold you guys long. I'm not going to be on here very long because today's been a long day, a blessed day, a wonderful day. I had a great time. This has been a long day. But overall, I'm grateful for everything that I've done, and that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. That's mainly the topic for today. So before I get started, I wouldn't say church announcements, but I would say I do have some announcements to make right now. Working on, I'm working on some new things, working on some T-shirts, working on my own store. I've been working on that. I have to put everything together. I got to start taking a leap of faith and really try to get my store going because right now I feel like I'm just stuck in the same spot. So I'm working on. Right now, as of today, I am working on my store, and hopefully, I'll have my store up and running by the end of the week. Um, if it's not going to be fully packed in with all my T-shirts, all the shirts that I make, it's going to be at least a few of them up there just to get the ball rolling. But right now, I'm just trying to get the store out there to really push my brand and try to get everything, going the way I want it to go. That's my first announcement. Second announcement, I took my first photography class last Friday. Under Trey Visions. Shout out to Trey. Trey was a wonderful, I wouldn't say was, but Trey is a wonderful instructor. He was very impressed by what I learned, what I've already learned so far in photography, but he did show me a lot of new things that I did not know. So I'm very grateful for him. And this Friday, taking my second class, so hopefully I could learn a lot more when it comes to the photography, of what he had taught me from last week and what he's going to teach me for this week. So the classes are going well. Also, this Saturday, I'm finally going to have the very first episode for Spill the Tea with my coworker, Monique. Shout out to her. This has been a long time coming. I've been pushing it back, and I apologize for that. So we are going to start recording her podcast. Like I said, she wants to put the gossip out there. So hey, I'm all for it. I'm only her co-host. I'm only there to help her out. She's going to run the show. So this podcast is going to be fun. It's going to be wonderful. And I'm looking forward to recording with her as well. So be on the lookout for her first episode, or I could say our first episode of Spill the Tea. And Spill the Tea with Mo, I should say. Spill the Tea with Mo. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully we can get the ball rolling with that on an every week or maybe every other week basis. We still have to plan that part out. But most importantly, we are going to record this Saturday. So it will be out there, and it'll be available for everybody on YouTube. And I'm trying to get on all the platforms as much as I can, but as of right now, it's going to be on YouTube, so it will be on there. Other than that, everything else is pretty relaxed. The weekend was pretty good overall. A lot of church stuff, a lot of busy. I wouldn't say church stuff is like that, but I would say I had a lot of meetings yesterday. I had a lot of things to do today. And today was my first day doing content creation stuff with our new pastor-elect. Shout out to Frederick Turner. He's a wonderful, wonderful new pastor we have at our church. I'm very grateful for him. He came to our church, and man, he's doing an excellent job so far. Today was his first day preaching at our church. And he had me around doing, taking pictures, doing video, and just a lot of content. So I have to really put all that together starting tomorrow, more likely. But that's why my day was pretty busy. So it's like I said, it was wonderful, but it's it can take a toll on you a little bit. But it's all good though, because I'm very happy that, we got a pastor and he sees so much. He has a lot of things in mind for our future of Corinthian Baptist Church. And I'm very grateful for that. So a big shout out to Frederick Turner, Reverend Turner. You are appreciated. Most importantly, the church family loves you. From the bottom of my heart, bottom of their heart as well. So, after those announcements, let's talk about what I really wanted to get on here. Like I said, I'm not going to be on here extremely long. Maybe, maybe not. Because the topic is pretty, the topic is pretty much just straightforward. I was going to do something fun. But I had to really sit down last evening. I thought about it and I said, well, let me change how am I going to do this live today. So my topic is, what am I grateful for right now? And it's so much I could be grateful for. It is a lot of things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that God is always with me. I'm grateful for that. And that's a blessing right there, that he wakes me up every morning. He gets me started. He gets me going. I'm very grateful for all that God has done for me. That's the top priority of being grateful. Grateful for him because obviously he has always been there for me 24/7, 365. I thank him every morning. Every time I wake up, open my eyes, I'm always praying that I thank him for allowing me to wake up every morning. So that's a blessing right there. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for, all the things that my family has done for me, all the things that my mother has done for me. My father, I know he passed away 2021, but I still always, in the back of my mind, I always remember all the things that he has done for me. Always grateful for my father. I miss him so much to this day, to this minute, to this second. I'm always grateful for all the things that my father has done for me. Grateful for everything that my sister and my brother has done for me. We all grew up in that same household. We always had fun. We always went through the good, bad, and the ugly, but we always stuck together. So I'm very grateful for them. I'm very grateful for all the things that they have taught me. I'm grateful for everything every single lesson I learned from my brother and sister. I'm very grateful for to this day. And it's just a wonderful feeling at all times. So I would say, much love to my family in a lot of situations like that they have always been by my side. Even, and I can't really just say it's just them four. I have cousins that I learned lessons from. I have uncles and aunts I learned lessons from. Just family in general. Much love to my family. Also, I'm also grateful for a lot of my friends. A lot of my friends that put their foot on my neck sometimes. Grateful for that. Yes, I am. I'm very grateful for that because y'all keep me on my toes, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the circle that I have. Like, it's very rare because every single person on this earth is not your friend. I keep telling people that. They always say it in your face, but they don't really mean it. They just think that, being a friend is like, okay, you just know this person. No, you just know that person. Then that's your friend. It's levels to being a friend in this world right now. It's a lot of levels to it. And that's why I'm grateful for the circle that I have, because it's a small circle that I have that I do consider as a friend. And I thank God for them all the time. Like my best friend, Mike, I've known him since 1992. Dang, that's a long time ago. But man, we go way back. I consider him way past my friend. I consider him like a brother, and I appreciate him from the bottom of my heart all times. I can always go to him. I could talk to him about anything. A lot of the friends that I've had in my circle, I'm very grateful for each and every one of them because they taught me a lot of lessons. They actually motivate me a lot. So I'm very grateful. It's a blessing to always have them. Like I said, so many things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for I could say I'm grateful for everything. I always say I'm grateful for everything that God has given me. And I would say the best thing that God has given me, inside my heart is my creativity. I learned that for a long time. Like I used to, even back in elementary school, I used to write short stories. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that I just did the photography and the graphic design. Oh no. I used to write short stories just because. I had a lot of fun with that. I used to write short stories about somebody's life, and it just never stuck with me because I think I started writing short stories like maybe in the 7th or 8th grade. I just stopped doing it. Just out the blue. I'm trying to say I didn't care, but it's like I just stopped. So that's when my creativity really started to, flow in for me on a regular basis. And then when I got into high school, I didn't really do too much first couple of years of high school, but I would say my junior year, I started writing poetry. Um, was I the excellent poet? Nah, I wouldn't say that. But I did like to write it though. I used to write poetry all the time. I used to write poetry for so many people. I used to write poetry for so many ladies. I used to write poetry for one particular girl that it was just, that's all I thought of was her. And I always wrote a lot of my poetry based off of her. So I wrote poetry for a long time, even as I went through my college years. Cause I used to be in a group called the Poetry Society at EMU. Shout out to every single one of them, because they taught me a lot also during that time period. But I used to do a lot of poetry back in high school, and it's not high school and college. And I feel that after that, I kind of got away from poetry. I think the last poem I actually wrote was like, this has been over 10 years since the last time I wrote a poem. So I started getting into photography. So like someone told me, they say you just went from a different type of art, which I agree with. So I went from just doing, writing how I feel to just taking pictures. A picture is worth 1,000 words these days. So I stick with that, and I stick with the photography. And to this day, like I'm still learning. Like I said, I'm taking a class right now just to sharpen up my skills. Doing pretty good with that so far. So yeah. And one last thing when it comes to me being grateful. Well, actually two. Actually two. One of them is this house. I'm grateful for this house. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot to deal with these days, but I'm grateful for this house, and I'm grateful that I'm able to pay the bills the best I can and try to stay on top of my game when it comes to paying. Just try to stay at afloat. And I know it's hard, and it's like if things happen in this house, you gotta try to get it fixed. You gotta pay for this. You gotta pay for that. It's tough. But being a homeowner is one of the best moves I ever made, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm thankful, that I could be able to have that ability to pull this off. So, being here for 3 years, I'm very happy that it's been long. It's been a long time. I feel like it's been longer, but it's only been 3 years. So, yeah, I'm very very happy and very grateful for that. And last but not least, how could I say this? Well, I could just say it. I don't think it's really a bad thing. I'm just grateful for life. I'm grateful for life because it's a lot of things I could be doing right now. That it's like a lot of things in life right now. You could just say that you're blessed to be where you're at right now, because a lot of people are going through different things. I'm going through things right now because life is not perfect by no stretch of the imagination. Life is not perfect at no cost. Everybody's going through something. Just gotta keep your head up and just push forward. I've had a lot of days that I just feel like I was just like, ugh. But all I could do right now is just sit down, get on my hands and my knees, and I just say, Lord, just help me. Just help me get through this. And I put my trust in God that everything is going to be all right. So it's like, I'm just grateful that I'm able to just live life to the best of my ability. I mean, I'm not like everybody else. I'm different. And when I say I'm different, it's like I don't do every single thing that everybody's doing. Like, oh, I got to be here, I got to be there. I just stay in my zone. I just stay in my lane. Like, like just as an example, like I'm not trying to say everybody, but some will look at me crazy because I like to enjoy and go to a Comic-Con. People think that's weird. Nah. I have a ball at Comic-Con. Yeah, it'd be a couple things in there that'd be a little weird, but overall, I have fun. It makes me feel, I feel like I'm home because I enjoy stuff like that. I love the comic book stuff. I've always been a Marvel person. Like I said, growing up, I was always the first love of any type of action I ever had in my life was the Ninja Turtles. That was the first thing I loved, and I love Ninja Turtles to this day and to this moment. So hey, I'm all good. So I'm just grateful, that I'm just grateful for life because I stay in my lane. A lot of people, like I said, I just get looked at strange, and I think that's probably why my phone don't go off like it normally does. People probably think I'm boring or this and that. I might be. I'm not gonna lie, I might be. My text messages, my phone don't really go off as much. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to really break down, but it is what it is. Am I upset? Maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, dang, like my phone is just pretty much dry 9 times out of 10. But overall, like I said, I'm just grateful for life. And it's just something I appreciate more and more each and every day. So yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. Like I said, today was a long one. That's why I'm a little tired. Probably just gonna turn in. So hopefully everybody continues to enjoy their evening. I hope everybody continues to enjoy their night. So as I end this, I'm just gonna say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the lives that everyone has really checked out. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Tangi. I appreciate it. I really do. I really, really do. So overall, like I said, I appreciate everybody that's checked out my lives. I appreciate you, Tangi. You check out all my lives, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. So with that being said, I'm about to turn in. I'm just tired right now. Like I said, it's been a long day. And it's not a bad thing. Not speaking anything bad in this situation. It's just, I've been running around all day. So, hope everybody have a blessed evening. Manifesting to having a good week coming up. And always, always keep God first. I'll talk to y'all later.